Hello students. So far we have discussed E1 and E2 mechanism of elimination reactions. We have discussed what are elimination reactions. The reactions in which two groups are removed from the adjacent carbon, they are known as beta elimination reactions, and we have studied two types of mechanism, E1 and E2. Let us recall E2 mechanism because what we are discussing today is E1CV mechanism and it is just an extension of E2 reaction. So what happens in E2? You have two carbon like this. This is the leaving group here. This is anti-hydrogen, means the hydrogen that is present at the anti position of the leaving group, and these are two different groups. Now what happens, base will come, approach this proton. This is the leaving group, so this is alpha carbon, this is beta carbon. A bond start forming between the base and the hydrogen. This bond between carbon and hydrogen starts breaking. Bond start forming between carbon, and this leaving group leaves from here. So what happens, a double bond is formed between the two carbon atoms. This proton is removed by the base and the leaving group departs. So this is E2 reaction. So all the process, whatever the process taking place, the bond formation and the bond breaking, all are taking place in the same step. Bond formation between base and hydrogen, bond breaking between carbon and hydrogen, bond formation between carbon, and bond breaking between carbon and leaving group. This is taking place in the same step. So no intermediate is formed in E2. There is only a transition state and the formation of alkene takes place. Now coming to E1CB mechanism, it is a rare mechanism and there are certain conditions which are required for E1CB mechanism. Let us first discuss the conditions. First is strong base. You need a strong base. Now what can be the strong base? You can have alcoholic KOH. You can have sodium amide NaNH2. You can have C2H5 or alkoxide ion in presence of alcohol. Any alkoxide ion in presence of alcohol. All these are strong bases. Tertiary butoxide ion. These all are strong bases and E1CB mechanism can take place in the presence of strong base. Second condition is electron withdrawing group at beta position. So this is the most important condition for E1CB, that there must be an electron withdrawing group at beta position. Now what can be the electron withdrawing group? Generally carbonyl group acts as an electron withdrawing group. Then you can have nitro group. You can have benzene ring. And over the benzene ring again you can have nitro group. So this is a strong electron withdrawing group. You can have CF3. All these are strong electron withdrawing groups. So electron withdrawing group must be present at the beta position. Next is poor leaving group. The poor leaving group can be OH, it can be CN, it can be OCH3, or it can be fluorine. Except fluorine, all other halogens, they are good leaving groups, but fluorine is a very poor leaving group. Then OH, CN, OCH3, because they are strong bases, they will act as a poor leaving group. So earlier I have told you what is a good leaving group. A good leaving group is one which is a weaker base, and these three are strong bases. All these four are strong bases, so they will act as a poor leaving group. And last condition is high temperature. That means there must be a heat sign. On heating, the elimination will take place. This heating or high temperature is needed for all type of elimination reactions. So these are the four conditions: strong base, electron withdrawing group at beta position, poor leaving group, and high temperature. So you have to keep in mind these two conditions mainly. There must be electron withdrawing group and a poor leaving group. Now let us discuss the mechanism of this reaction. See, you have this molecule. On this carbon there are 3 fluorine atoms. On this carbon you have 2 chlorine and 1 hydrogen. Now here fluorine is the leaving group, it is a poor leaving group, and hydrogen is present at this position. So Cl cannot leave because there is no hydrogen adjacent position. F यहाँ से leave करेगा. So F is the leaving group. This hydrogen is attached to a carbon which has 2 electron withdrawing groups, and this CF3 is also a strong electron withdrawing group. तो इस carbon beta carbon पे 3 electron withdrawing group present है. That's why this hydrogen is highly acidic in nature. Base will come approach this proton and it will remove this proton immediately because it is highly acidic in nature. Now since this reaction is taking place between a base and highly acidic hydrogen, it is acid base reaction. So this step will be the fast step and you will get a negative charge on carbon formed here. So base hydrogen bond form हो जाएगी, कार्बन हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड ब्रेक होगी, इलेक्ट्रॉन्स विल मूव टू कार्बन, बट फर्दर स्टेप नहीं होगा. उसके बाद जो स्टेप होना चाहिए E2 का, दैट मीन्स फ्लोरीन विल लीव एंड दिस इलेक्ट्रॉन विल मूव हियर, वो नहीं हो रहा है यहाँ पर क्योंकि फ्लोरीन एक पुअर लिविंग ग्रुप है. तो निगेटिव चार्ज एक्यूमुलेट हो जाएगा कार्बन पे. यू विल गेट अ फुल फ्लैश कार्बन आयन हियर and this is known as conjugate base. Conjugate base form हो रहा है इस reaction में, that's why the name is E1CB reaction. In the second step there will be a departure of the living group. Negative charge is carbon present है, it will shift to the adjacent bond position. This carbon fluorine bond will break and it will push this fluorine out of the molecule. तो जो एक पहले poor living group था वो leave करेगा, it will leave, but only when the negative charge has appeared on the adjacent carbon, it will shift to the bond position and then it will push this living group out of the molecule. So this step will be the slow step and it will be the RDS step of the reaction. In this RDS step, since only one molecule is involved, so this reaction is unimolecular in nature. That's why the name is E1CB mechanism. E stands for elimination, 1 for unimolecular, CB for conjugate base. So of these reactions, the first point is the molecularity of this reaction is 1 because only one molecule is involved in RDS step. ठीक है, तो molecularity 1 है इसलिए उसे E1CB reaction बोलते हैं. The second property is the order of this reaction is 2. Now how can you say the order is 2? See, order हम rate determining step से decide करते हैं. Order of the reaction is decided on the basis of rate determining step. Now in the rate determining step you have conjugate base and this does not appear in the final equation. अगर एक species है rate determining step में और final reaction में appear नहीं हो रहा तो हम उसके basis पे order नहीं लिख सकते. You will write the order in terms of the substances which appear in the final equation. Now this is a conjugate base. It is formed from the reaction of base and this substrate, so order will be 2 and rate, you can write rate is equal to K substrate. It will depend upon the first power of the substrate and first power of the base. That means it depends upon the concentration of both the substrate and the base. A strong base is required for E1CB mechanism. Now let us draw the graph for this reaction. This is the potential energy this side and this is the reaction coordinate, the progress of the reaction. Now in this reaction there is one intermediate. If there is one intermediate, the number of transition states will be 2. Intermediate कौन सा है? Conjugate base. So there will be two transition state. The first transition state will be like this and the second one will be like this. This is transition state 1, this is transition state 2 and this is the carbon ion, that is conjugate base that is formed. Now see, the activation energy that is required is less in the first step as compared to the second. Why? Because this is a fast step. Acid base reaction है, fast होगी इसलिए activation energy कम है. For the second step the activation energy required is higher. That means the second step is the slower step. So when the graph is plotted, this type of graph is obtained. The conjugate base is present at this point. It is the intermediate and there are two transition state. Number of transition state is equal to number of intermediates plus 1. Clear? Lower activation energy for the first step, that means it is fast, and the second step is slow. Transition state 1 means when the bond between the base and the hydrogen is being formed. जब ये bond form हो रही है तो transition state 1 होगी. When the bond between carbon and the living group is breaking, that will refer to the transition state 2. तो transition state refer करती है breaking and forming of bond. Bond completely ना तो form हुई है ना break हुई है, that refers to the transition state. तो यहाँ पे carbon hydrogen bond is breaking और यहाँ पे कार्बन हेलोजन और कार्बन लिविंग ग्रुप बॉन्ड इज ब्रेकिंग. These are the transition states too. Two transition states that are obtained here. Next thing is, we have already discussed this is a two-step reaction. It is a two-step reaction. And what is the difference between E1CB? If you discuss the difference between E1CB and E1 reaction, what is the difference between these two? See, in E1 there is a carbocation formation. यहाँ पे carbocation का formation होता है. Whereas in E1CB there is a formation of carbon ion. That is the difference between these two. Although both are two-step reactions, but in E1CB carbon ion form होगा, E1 carbocation form होगा. There are many other differences. We will discuss it in the separate video. Then how does E1CB differs from E2 reaction? E2 reaction is a one step reaction. ये एक step reaction है and there is a transition state only, and this is a two step reaction where carbon ion is formed. So that is the difference between, main difference between E1CB and E2. So it is different from both of them, E1 and E2, and it is a rare mechanism which is observed in some reactions. Like I will tell you the reactions like benzene formation, it takes place. Then it takes place during aldol condensation. E1CB mechanism is followed. Then you have to remember the two conditions. Whenever you have an electron withdrawing group at beta position and a poor leaving group, you will have E1CB mechanism. Or when any reaction proceeds through carbon ion formation, जब भी carbon ion का formation होगा, E1CB mechanism will take place. So you have to remember these 2 points. अगर किसी reaction में carbon ion formation हो रहा है तो E1CB mechanism होगा, or there is electron withdrawing group and poor leaving group present in the same molecule, then there will be a E1CB mechanism. Now let us do some examples of E1CB. See, this is a leaving group here. You have to identify the leaving group everywhere. This is the leaving group. This is alpha position. On beta carbon you have a proton, and at this beta position you have a electron withdrawing group. A very good electron withdrawing group is present at beta position. So this hydrogen is highly acidic. ये hydrogen remove होगा and what you will get is this molecule. यहाँ पे negative charge आएगा, this CH2 and F, and finally this electron will move here and this leaving group will leave. So you will get NO2, NO2, CH double bond CH2. So this will be the alkene formed. Coming to next example, see there is a SO2 group here. This is a electron, very good electron withdrawing group. Cl is also present. Then you have this OPH. Now OPH is a leaving group here. This is alpha carbon, this is beta carbon. On the beta carbon you have acidic proton. Why this is acidic? Because two electron withdrawing groups are present here, this group and this Cl. There are two electron withdrawing groups, so this hydrogen is highly acidic in nature. It will be easily removed by the base, और ये shift होगी bond यहाँ पर, and this will leave from here. So what you will get, I am writing the final answer. SO2 is there, C proton remove हो गया, there is a Cl here, double bond will appear here, CH2, and this PHO will leave from here. So you will get this product. Coming to the next one, this is the aldol product. Beta hydroxy, these are known as beta hydroxy aldehydes or ketones. Beta hydroxy aldehydes or ketones. And in these substances you have acidic hydrogen here and you have a leaving group here, and this is the electron withdrawing group present. तो अल्फा पोजीशन पे लिविंग ग्रुप है, देन बीटा पोजीशन पे एक प्रोटॉन है, एंड यू हैव इलेक्ट्रॉन विड्रॉइंग ग्रुप एडजेसेंट टू दिस पोजीशन. सो व्हाट विल बी द रिएक्शन? फर्स्ट द प्रोटॉन विल बी रिमूव बिकॉज दिस इज एसिडिक इन नेचर. यहाँ पे नेगेटिव चार्ज आएगा. इट विल बी स्टेबलाइज्ड बाय दिस CO ग्रुप. Then it will move here and OH will leave from here. So you will get double bond. So what is this? This is alpha position beta. So you will get alpha beta unsaturated aldehydes or ketones. and this reaction follow the E1CB mechanism. Now one question is being discussed here. E1CB reaction is given by which of the following? You have 4 molecules here. You have to decide in which of the molecule the E1CB reaction will take place. See, first one, fluorine. I have just discussed this example. There are 3 fluorine. One of the fluorine is a leaving group. So F is a leaving group here. There is a acidic proton present here. यहाँ पे एक acidic proton present है. So this reaction will give the E1CB reaction. Then second one, alpha. This is a leaving group. Alpha beta. On the beta carbon you have a hydrogen, acidic proton. Electron withdrawing group is also present here. तो negative charge यहाँ आएगा and it will also show E1CB reaction. Third one is you have to identify the leaving group. See, NO2 and 2 groups are present here. OCO. This is a leaving group here. Leaving group is ये अल्फा पोजीशन है, दिस इज बीटा पोजीशन और दिस इज बीटा पोजीशन. बीटा पोजीशन पे एक प्रोटॉन प्रेजेंट है और ये हाईली एसिडिक है एंड देयर इज ए इलेक्ट्रॉन विड्रॉइंग ग्रुप प्रेजेंट है. सो दिस रिएक्शन विल ऑल्सो शो E1CB reaction. So what is the answer? Answer is all of these. So we have discussed E1CB mechanism. You have to look for electron withdrawing group and a poor leaving group. I hope the concept is clear to you. I hope you like the video. Please do share, subscribe it. Thank you.